Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Today, a good scrap in the AFC North between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Andres Borregales ready to get us started. And we're off from Baltimore. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And a nice 70-yard chunk on the opening snap of this game.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure nice little run to set the table.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Ready.
Tua setting up to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Okay, we see it every week in the NFL. So many of these defenses are predicated on not giving up the big play. So when you get a chunk play, yards like that thrown into double coverage to your tight end, you will take it every time, twice on Sunday. Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing the run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate, in this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next.
This one misses the tight end. So 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd down. Here's Nix again. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. Has a little bit up to the 21. Xavier Woods up to make the tackle.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Nix from the gun. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. He picks up 28 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. A
Just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Once more, it's Nix. Completes this one to Gray. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Outside the pocket, it easily found an open man.
3rd and just 2 to go. Nix to throw again. That one's caught by Jefferson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They have another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40. They'll throw again. Nix escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Now, 1st down only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Looking for the back that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That's caught for the 1st. And he moves the chains.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers have a great 1st drive and get the game's 1st points. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Borregales on to send it away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. He rolls to his right. And that is how our 1st quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Throwing again. Here's Tua. That's caught. Devon Achane. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Going on third, Tagovailoa. He's him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Running with A.J. out of the gun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Offense in the hurry up here.
A loss of 2 brings up
2nd and 12 behind the sticks.
27-yard line.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series are going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Short pass brought in. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
There we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
He's got it to his running back. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
McCaffrey will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Nix off the play action. Buying some time right. Hauled in by Gray. And he's brought down at the line.
That's one of the dangers, Kate, when you're a quarterback and you string a play out like that. Defenders are so fast flow that it puts so many guys in the neighborhood of your targets that even if you complete the pass, good chance it's not going anywhere.
Couldn't get it the last 2 snaps. Another shot at 6 here on 3rd and goal. Here's Nix to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Out comes the kick team to attempt this field goal. Very short kick here from the right hash.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Borregales on to send it away. Starting at the 10. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This, the snap that's going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. Tagovailoa on first down. Finds his fullback. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens at a deficit. First down, ball at the 36. Tua now from the gun. Pass hauled in by the rookie from Syracuse. They get there to take him down right around the 41. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Here's Chubb on second down. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Oh, Granderson in on the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Dialing up a pass here on third down. He gets this one to Gadsden. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Catch is made down the right sideline. Get him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 12.
From the red zone now. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you need more interceptions.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Here's Tua again. Bails out of the pocket quick. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Ravens make it a 1-score game before halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're going for the end zone.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He's back to throw. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Bass now to kick this away. Wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Here's the fake. Here's Nix. Looking to his fullback now. Tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Steelers first down.
I love throwing that first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of the matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Once more, it's Nix. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. That's got it, left side. He needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down. Back to throw it. That one's nabbed by Kmet. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Now Borregales on to send it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter to Achane. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Here's 2nd and 11. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that first down marker. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. That's caught for the first. He's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Jump here on first down. He's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Tua off the play fake. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he breaks up that throw for the moment of good defensive play as we hear what this flag's about. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. So now, after the penalty, it's 1st and 15. Throwing now, Tagovailoa. Into the hands of Gaston, complete. And he's going to get caught up after a gain of maybe a yard. So they're going to be stuck with 2nd and 14.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Rudy Ford has it. And the Steelers take possession of the football at their own 20 after the turnover. Well, they had one last gasp to try to make something happen here in the red zone, Brock. Just wasn't there. This defense too locked in, coming up with the interception.
Yeah, it's the work they do on those first 3 downs to get to this 4th down, like a pitcher does, to get to an 0-2 count. They know it's their advantage. And once that offense decides to go for it on 4th down, good chance they're going to get that stop. And oh, by the way, a few style points. And add it to the stat sheet with the INT. Kate, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, like that entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, I mean, you appreciate great safety play like that.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Nix from the gun. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked up by Cameron Bynum.
I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds his back. Achane. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
They're set up at the 35 now. 1st down. Here's Tua. Hits him on the out route. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Chased out to his right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
To the air yet again. Tagovailoa on the move, headed right. Oh no, they get him yet again. Kyle Tipner makes the play. And as he goes out of bounds, we're going to hear from our referee who the guilty party is on this flag. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Ready.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Offense up to the line fast.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
2. Now Tagovailoa. Forced out to his right. Dumps it off to Achane. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Here's Tua again. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens making a 4-point game here in the 4th. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here. Running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal to tie this game in the 4th. Set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Chooses to bring this one out. Not much on that. Should have kept it in the end zone. The tackle's made it 15-yard line.
at their own 15-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
Quarterback quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 19. Completed to his running back. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They've got first down from the 31. From the gun, McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Steelers holding on to a field goal lead. First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now again, it's McCaffrey headed right. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. They're going to pass it here. Mets got it, left side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Looking to throw. Into the hands of Pickett. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the two keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and tremendous accuracy come to life.
So the Steelers come in and take